Hey everyone, it's Gary again from Memory Motors. Today I'd like to introduce you to my friend Jackson. Jackson is a 1997 Pontiac Trans Am with T-roofs and a 5.8 or 350 engine and automatic transmission. I know the automatic's a bit of a disappointment for some folks. Quite frankly, I wish it was a 5-speed as well, but it's still a pretty cool car. So we're going to do a quick walk around for you, show you the good and the bad, point out what we can as far as defects, as well as talk about the car itself and what we know about the car. You'll see that across the front here, the only real issue with the paint is there's some spider cracking here on the front bumper cover. We believe the paint's original. This car belonged to a member of the Canadian Armed Forces, and it was in storage for 9 years while he was overseas. He decided to stay overseas and never came back, so the car eventually fell into the hands of his mom. His mom took it over and sold it to the person that we purchased it from. Car has basically brand new Cooper tires on it as well. Brakes have also been done recently, and in addition, the transmission was completely overhauled. So it comes with a 1-year parts warranty that will be transferred to the purchaser of the vehicle. So you can see along the bottom, still in really good shape. A couple of minor chips along the rocker panel there, but nothing major. Paint's still in really good condition. Again, we believe it to be original paint. No real issues with it at all. You can see some chipping here where the bumper cover attaches to the bottom of the quarter panel. But other than that, that's about the only other spot on it. Tires are in good condition, as I said. No real issues. You will see that there's some condensation in the back tail light here as well. But yeah, it's in really good shape. So now we'll turn around and we'll take a look from the other side. Okay. Now we'll get a chance to take a better look at the other side of the car. Go down and show what's going on the driver's side. Again, still in really good shape. No particular issues there at all. One scuff on the front bumper you can see here, as well as on the bottom of the air dam where it's touched a little bit on a parking stone. Other than that, again, really good condition. Minor cross where the bumper cover lines up with the quarter panel, but nothing major there. Still in really good shape. Alright, so now we'll pop the hood, take a look underneath the hood, and then pop the trunk, and then let you take a look at the interior as well. Okay, go under the hood. As you can see, your typical 5.7 liter General Motors V8 engine. The only real work we've done under the hood is brand new new battery that was installed in it as well. We also had to make some repairs to the headlight motors. The headlight door motors weren't working properly. Other than that, everything under the hood's in really good working order. No real issues there. Here, there's only really a couple of spots that I want to draw your attention to. First is the driver's seat. There's some wear and weather checking in the leather, as well as a split right here at the seam. And again, starting to come apart on the seams there. There's also some wear on the carpet. You can see that on the driver's heel. Door panels are in really good shape. One problem that we did run into is that this panel, the switch here, the clips for the bezel are broken, so it's attached with a screw. We do have a new bezel that you can put on here, and of course those holes will be hidden by the new bezel when you install it. Back seats in really good shape, no issues there, all in good condition. A couple of things we will show you. Mileage, again, relatively low, only 145,000 kilometers. We believe this to be factory. As I said before, the car was in storage, so probably is what happened. The majority of the time it was sitting for 9 years, didn't really turn a wheel, which resulted in some really low mileage. Again, no major issues with the dash, no cracking, anything like that. Only other issue inside is you can see the headliner the fabric starting to come apart a little bit around the edges of the T-roof. The T-roof doesn't leak any water. This is just a typical thing that happens as the glue delaminates on these. And you can see the same things happening with the sun visors as well. Just a matter of being exposed to the sunlight, they're starting to crack and come apart. Now, one thing that we can't really show you right now because they're not on is the ABS and traction control lights. As you drive this car, the ABS and track lights do come on. There is an issue with the rear ABS sensors that we can talk about if you are interested in the car, so we can discuss it in more detail. So it does leave the ABS and traction control lights on. Okay, taking a look in the trunk, you can see we still got the clips in here that'll hold the T-roofs as you take them out, as well as the factory CD6 player. The radio does work, but we've noticed that there's a couple issues with the speaker on the passenger rear side. It is kind of crackly and noisy, so we haven't really got into that. The rear hatch shocks were both just recently replaced as well. And the car cover does come with the car. Again, no real issues with body seams all around here, all in really good shape. No rust buildup. As I did mention, there is some condensation in the passenger side taillight. I don't suspect that'll be a very big issue to fix. We're on the passenger side again. Door panels are all in good shape. All along the bottom of the doors in really good condition. A-pillars are in good shape. Rockers, just some minor rust spots here. Back seat on this side as well, in good shape. No real issues with the passenger side front seat. Just basically the driver's seat that has the one small issue with it. You have some cracking that starts on this side, unfortunately. Again, typical sort of stuff that happens with prolonged exposure to the sun. But yeah, other than that, in really good shape for the age of the car, that's for sure. Okay, so as you can see, headlights are on. Driving lights are also on. Left turn signal. Right turn signal. Okay. And we'll go on to the driving video. Alright, so let's go for a little drive. Notice that the gas gauge is pegged right over full. I believe it is full, so that's not necessarily a problem with the gas gauge itself. Braking, the car brakes nice and straight, no issues there. Transmission in this car was just overhauled as well, so it will carry a 1-year warranty on it that will be transferred to the purchaser of Jackson. You'll also notice a little clunk back there coming from the rear suspension. We'll have to take a look at that. I believe it may be either a stabilizer link in the rear or the actual strut, but we'll take a look at that as well. See, Trans Am performs like a Trans Am should. All kinds of fun, and if you're not careful, also all kinds of trouble.